Hi viewers, we're off to Borumba Dam. It is a campground there. I've heard all about it, I've seen it, but I've never stayed there. But we're heading for 1484 Yabba Creek Road. I think I counted about 6 crossings over Yabba Creek. It must weave around like S-bends everywhere. But yeah, there was at least 6 Yabba Creek Road crossings. Absolutely beautiful though. I love Australia, but I'd love to spend it with a snag on the barbie, but not a drunk bloke mistaking my van as his swag.
You get an Indian, you dirty pair of thick heads.
At the Wikicamp app, where dreams of a peaceful weekend come true, I found it. Baroomba Camping Ground. 120 kilometres from Brisbane. Serene, affordable, and best of all, far from the guy who thought he'd bring a karaoke machine to last year's party was a good idea. $20 a night, 2-night minimum. I only want 1 night, but $40 is still a bargain, considering I've been paying $90 a night to park on gravel. I'll take it. A beach volleyball court at a campground? They're preparing for the world's first tent and spike championships, I guess. Woohoo! I found the perfect ultimate campsite. Lush green grass, perfectly level, shaded by trees, and best of all, no neighbours. Finally, a 5-star resort where the only check-in requirement is my own sanity. And the awesome advantage of having a van for van life is it takes seconds to get your setup ready. I didn't even have to put the awning out if I didn't want to, but other than that, all I do is park up, put the handbrake on, and there's my home waiting for me. Absolutely convenient. There is a camp kitchen supplied, but you can use that, but when you're doing the van life, you like to use your van. The 200 videos. Now, this is the Australia Day vibe I'm talking about. Steak under the awning, the zero breeze aircon humming quietly in the van, ready for a perfect night's sleep. If you're not jealous, you're lying.
Yeah, it's going alright. As long as I don't burn the bloody house down.
Apologies to all the vegetarian van lifers. Yes, I know. Worst vegetarian barbecue. Sleeping in my van with the air conditioning running all night, because nothing says embracing the great outdoors like turning nature into a fully climate-controlled luxury suite. Waking up feeling fresh and cool instead of marinating in my own bucket of sweat. I run the zero breeze air conditioner overnight. That's the condensation from out of the van, because it dehumidifies the air. Now, come with me for a journey through the art gallery. That's right, art gallery within the campground. One of the first, I think. This van lifer, Mr. Mutts, painted all these murals for the owner. He covered the whole property in this beautiful artwork, and he has a business. How's it called? Mr. Mutts. I'm just going to give him a shout out. He's absolutely awesome, all by hand. And then I discovered the holy grail of van life. The timed hot shower. Just enough time to shampoo, rinse, and contemplate the meaning of life before the water cuts out. 5 stars. Cool, here's Monty Dwyer.
When you look at the whole nomad thing, you know, the winners, the losers, what you buggers are up to while no one's watching?
Maybe peeing in bottles.
Packing up in van life is easy. Just chuck everything in and close the doors. No, you've got to do chores, guys. Well, it's time to pack up and go to Borumba Dam. Getting the van all organised, cleaned and ready to go. Just make sure you got everything secure inside the van or it'll end up in the cabin or the back of your head. Next stop, Borumba Lake, only 4 minutes away. I've got my drone ready to capture some majestic kangaroo shots. Aussie breakfast first.
So I've called into Imbil just to pick up some brekkie.
I've made a more specific video on Imbil if you're interested. It's in the catalogue, but it's only a very short distance from Baroomba. Baroomba Pocket Dam is a rock and earth filled embankment dam with an ungated spillway across the Obly Creek in North Maloney, Sunshine Coast region in southeast Queensland, Australia. The main purpose of the dam is for portable water supply. The impounded reservoir is called Lake Baroon. Trust you enjoy these drone shots. I'm not a very good drone pilot by admission. I've got 2 videos on where I try to find them after I've lost them. I've actually lost 2, so this is my 3rd drone. It can get quite expensive, but I use the DJI Mavic 2. I won't buy a more expensive one because I know with my track record it'll just end up in that bush there somewhere in the forest. All I have to do now is avoid colliding with a kangaroo. Oh, I'm going to keep my distance. These poor buggers don't deserve me. They didn't even flinch. These guys are basically professionals. They didn't even flinch. These guys are clearly professionals. Why did the drone stop following the kangaroo? Because it couldn't keep up with the hop spot. A joke? Great to see these guys alive, not on the side of the road. The tranquility wasn't always a constant feature because you did have trail bike riders and a lot of boaties heading down to the lake. So yeah, it wasn't entirely a quiet experience outside the campground. The drone clipped the van here, but I'll just pretend it's a clever transition point. Notice the disfoliation. On the return journey back to Brisbane, I encountered an unexpected drama. A road rager.
I'm doing 80 kilometres an hour and I've got imbeciles passing me, tooting their horn. Unbelievable.
I said imbeciles, not people from Imbil.
Okay, so I'm being chased. So anyway, let's see. Here we have the pink ski on the roof.
Let's see what happens here.
Tooting me and carrying on like a lunatic. Here we go, let's get the number plate. 6. Wanker. He is waiting for me. He is waiting for me. Absolute wanker. So he's a road rager. Now he's following me.
The guy with the pink kayak on the roof was a real road rager. He was carrying on like a lunatic. He even pulled over the side of the road and started waving his fists. Anyway, he gave up on me and I got home safe. That's the main thing.